not Herod.
Oh, maybe not.
No. My name is Herod, Herod Antipas. I am one of the 5 Herods spoken of in the New Testament scriptures. We 5 were all rulers with politically motivated appointments by the Roman government. Caesar's puppets. We had one thing in common, the key element that has carried our family name through the annals of history. We are all woven into the history of the one they call Jesus. First there was Herod the Great. Wise men came to his palace asking where the ruler who had been born King of the Jews was. They had seen a great star in the east and had come to worship this new king. Well, this news sent Herod the Great into a rage because his throne was threatened. His response: he slaughtered every child 2 years old and under that had been born in Bethlehem. One child escaped the terror, the very child he had set out to murder, Jesus. Herod the Great is known by historians as the monster and the butcher. Then there's my brother, Herod Philip. His wife, Herodias, left him to marry Herod Antipas at about the same time Jesus was coming into his ministry. John the Baptist had baptized Jesus, and it was John the Baptist who was preaching against Herodias, and I'm getting married because he said she should still be with my brother. Well, she was livid and wanted John silenced forever. I was afraid of John because the people believed him to be a holy man, a prophet. I had him thrown in jail, but Herodias wanted him dead. It was at my birthday party that her daughter danced for me, and I, being very moved by her dancing, told her I would give her anything she wanted for doing this, up to 1/2 of my kingdom. Her mother, my wife, my brother's ex-wife, convinced her to ask for the head of John the Baptist on a platter. And so John the Baptist was slaughtered too, under my order. It was after this that the reported miracles surrounding Jesus began surfacing. I was terrified. I believed Jesus was actually John the Baptist, risen from the dead, John whom I had murdered. The obsession to control by murdering was now targeted at Jesus. The Pharisees and the scribes wanted Jesus dead. They arrested him and brought him before Pilate to be sentenced. Pilate didn't want to do it. He too was afraid of who this Jesus actually was. So Pilate sent Jesus to me to let him do the dirty work for condemning him. I did question him, but like Pilate, I was concerned about the political implications that would be affected by condemning Jesus. The people were following him after him in multitudes. So I sent Jesus back to Pilate. Jesus' life would end at the final word of Pilate, who set in motion his execution on a cross at Calvary. Soon Jesus would be dead. And soon we would be done with him. Or so we thought. How wrong we were. Herod the Great didn't succeed in ending Jesus' life at the cradle. And Jesus' life would not end on that cross either. The life of his physical body, yes. But the life of his spirit eternal, no. You cannot kill what does not die. God Almighty would raise the blood-stained body of his Son, marred with nail holes, and through this resurrection body of Jesus Christ, it would be life, not death, that would have the final word. Just ask the Herods that came after me. Herod Agrippa the first and Herod Agrippa the second. Each of them would personally deal with what came next, a following of Jesus in the thousands, and thousands, and thousands, and thousands. Those disciples kept coming. James, John, Paul, Stephen. There was no end to them. And in each, we all would see that the cross we believed would be the end of Jesus was only the beginning. For Jesus was alive and came alive inside every believer who confessed his name from that moment on. We thought we would kill him. How wrong we were.